If you really want to know what makes it go, what takes it high or sends it low down, well, you can work it out if you just learn about the way things work. If you really want to know how it can ride or bump and jump or glide and slide, you ought to take a little look inside the way things work and watch the thingamabob that turns the knob, that makes the jigger jig, that turns the thingamajig, that pulls the trigger, that makes the digger dig. If you really want to know how it can fly without a wing or string to tie with, you find the same simple rules apply with the way things work.
The Mammoth Island Age of Steam started when my young friends, Olive and Troy, went to a theme park called Mammothland. They came hot on the trail of thrills and high-speed adventure.
Honest, Olive, I've heard it's really cool here.
My friends found what was billed as the most exciting ride in the park.
Whoa!
Look, Troy, no hands.
Sadly, even this ride was found less than thrilling. And so they went in search of a bit of confectionery consolation.
One candy floss, please.
Try, my boy.
Mum, I didn't know you were working here.
Please, can you make it too, Auntie Brenda? Coming up. Step on it, Mammoth. Darn thing. Here you are.
Candy crust, more like.
Well, that's the best we can do here. This machine just won't go fast enough to spin the sugar properly.
Maybe I'll just take one of those gobstoppers instead.
Come on, Troy. This calls for a good idea, don't you think?
Tell you, Mom, won't get me sorted out yet.
Right.
And so the pair of them came straight to my workshop. Ah, Olive, you're just in time for tea. Come in. Troy, nice to see you.
Oops, my gobstopper!
There it goes.
I've lost it.
Me too. Never mind. Help yourself to a biscuit.
Thanks.
So, tell me, Olive, what do you want to build today?
Well, we need a machine that will make the Ferris wheel turn really fast.
And spin sugar in the candy floss.
Basically, we want to build something that will blow the lid right off of that theme park for good.
I see. My word, what's going on with my kettle?
Wow! I've got it! I think I know where Troy's gobstopper went. No. Thank you, Troy. That gives me an excellent idea for our project.
Precisely, Olive. Steam power. And that is how Olive, with help from Troy, Frank and Pilbeam, managed to build a rudimentary steam engine. As water turns to steam, it expands, creating a force that pushes a cylindrical disc called a piston along a hollowed-out cylinder. To bring the piston back, you need to throw a bucket of cold water over the cylinder. That condenses the steam and lowers the pressure. So the air pressure outside pushes the piston down again. Finally, Olive attached a crankshaft, making their engine the source of a constantly rotating force. We actually built the thing over at Olive's house. Frank and Pilbeam, who were as eager as ever to help out, were put in charge of stoking the fire. Look at her roar!
Oh, Dad!
mammoth packs. I've got a stack of these things.
But they stink!
I thought it was a bit early in the year for the flowers to die.
Having determined that wood or coal might be a more acceptable form of fuel, we all went to the theme park to construct a much bigger wheel.
There you are. You're in for some real excitement on this ride. OK, everybody, let's go.
Frank stoked the fire while Pilbeam was in charge of cooling the cylinder with water. Unfortunately, the engine did not provide quite the power required for serious, high-speed thrills.
Hey, you! I'm bored!
Heave-ho, heave-ho, heave-ho. Ah! Who did that?
Sorry, Frank.
I'm sure you are.
I am. So there.
Stop it, you two. You're upsetting the passengers. Let me down!
Heave-ho.
I think we'd better design a more efficient engine.
One that doesn't need so much fuel?
One that doesn't need so many dads.
Olive realised all this heating and cooling was far from efficient, and we all worked hard and built a double-acting steam engine, in which the steam would be shot onto alternate sides of the piston, pushing the piston one way and then pushing it back the other. This engine wasted much less heat and got much more power out of the fuel it used. They decided the improved engine's first trial would be on Brenda's candy floss spinner.
Just because I have fuzzy ears doesn't mean you can use me as your guinea pig.
But look, Mum, it spins so much quicker than your old one.
Troy, just make sure you keep your candy floss away from your
Uh-oh.
smokestack.
Ruined! They're all ruined! I knew this would never work. I'll have my mammoth back, thank you.
Undeterred by the Candyfloss experiment, Olive and Troy soon had their engine hooked up to the big wheel, this time with a much taller smokestack. And, quite wisely, they decided to organise a trial run themselves.
I think we really did it this time.
There was just one fatal flaw in this engine, and that was the strength of the boiling tank itself. It just couldn't stand the high pressure which the expanding steam exerted on it. She's going to blow! Olive, Troy, watch out! Olive, Troy!
What a ride that was!
But what should we do next?
After that disaster, Olive devised some major improvements that made her steam engine much safer. It collects condensed water which feeds the boiler. She put the whole engine on wheels so that it could propel itself to wherever it was needed in the fairground. She fitted her fairground engine with a generator so that it could power the fairground lights and loudspeaker system. And she fitted a safety valve to her boiler. This engine made for the most exciting and the safest Ferris wheel yet. Olive now realised that her steam engine could do all sorts of work, even pump water for a new water spray game.
Step right up. See who can squirt the clown.
Okay, let's get him, guys! You said clown, didn't you?
Brenda's newly constructed Steam Age Candyfloss business produced huge, fluffy clouds of spun confection that proved a real hit. Meanwhile, Olive and Troy were moving full steam ahead on the crowning glory of them all, a high-speed locomotive. Olive had another great idea. She fitted her locomotive with flanged steel wheels so that it could run at high speed on steel tracks. The new railway brought families from all over the island to Mammothland Theme Park. They'd heard that the best ride yet was about to open. The only weak link left in the system was the same as with all of Olive's creations, her father. It's a real beauty, Olive!
Thanks, Dad. How are you getting on with that track?
All finished!
And did you put in lots of scary bits like I asked you to?
Oh, yeah, you don't have to worry about that.
Hear that, Troy? Let's go for it!
She goes up hills like a dream.
Yeah, but you know what they say, what goes up, up. Frank's track was full of high climbs, big dips and white-knuckle turns.
This is fantastic, Frank. Well done.
Ah, you haven't seen anything yet.
When do we come back around to our starting point?
Starting point?
Hello? A roller coaster track has to finish where it started, remember?
Oh, I forgot that bit.
Dad! How could you?
Pull the brake. The brake.
Oh, right.
Stop me and buy one! Stop me and buy one! Candy floss! What was that? When I said stop me and buy one, I didn't mean it quite like that.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Brenda. I'm afraid I don't like candy floss.
All the same, I'll make you pay for it.
Sorry, Brenda.
It's amazing what you can do with steam.